Do you know how hard it is to make a video talking about jealousy on YouTube without sounding like a bitter, jealous asshole yourself? It's pretty much impossible. But I'm going to do my best here. JT. Okay, so jealousy on YouTube, does it exist? Yes, it's everywhere. And if you're a content creator, chances are somewhere along the line you looked up on Social Blade and compared your channel to someone else's, typically larger, and realized that they were gaining more subscribers than you, and you questioned. You wondered why, and potentially thought it wasn't fair. Thought that you were putting in more work than somebody else and weren't getting the attention you deserved. Well, that is what I'm kind of talking about with this video, but on a much grander scale, because ever since I got my job, I stopped giving a crap about my YouTube channel. I just kind of drive to work and talk now. I can be fair. I can be straightforward with you guys. I don't have to worry about so much of what people think about me, because this is just for fun now. I truly enjoy the community that we have going here. Since I got my job, my channel has actually been doing very well. I've been getting a lot more views, I've been getting a lot more subscribers, a lot more attention on the channel, a lot more focus on me from bigger channels, and I've seen a lot more pressure put on me from them, because they don't like that. Because even when people are larger than you, they still get a little bit jealous when you're getting views and they're not. It's kind of pitiful, to be honest. Because, again, like I said at the beginning of this video, I don't want to come off like a spiteful, jealous person or a bitter a-hole. But honestly, the fact that you could just make a video driving to work, talking to people, and just chill, and get more views on those videos than somebody who's churning and burning video reviews over and over and over again, trying so hard to get acceptance from a group, so hard to get attention from everybody they're connected with and have been for so long, they start to question their own life. They start to question every decision they've made up to this point. And again, it's just sad. Jealousy is a really bad thing. Like, acknowledging it, understanding it, accepting that you have it, and then trying to proactively move on from that and be a better person, make better decisions, and don't hold grudges against people for the sake of holding a grudge against them. Easier said than done, obviously, but point being, jealousy is rampant on the platform. But I used to always think it was limited to smaller channels looking up to the bigger channels and wanting to be them, when in fact, the more you grow, the more you realize it's actually equal across the board. It's not the exact opposite, because the jealousy still exists on both sides of it. It's just funny to me, because I always thought once you got to the point of being a successful channel, or at least what I would consider a successful channel, you wouldn't be bitter or jealous anymore. You'd be happy with your growth. You'd be happy with your audience and community that you've grown. You wouldn't be bitter about other people's success. You'd be happy for them. And I don't want to paint like a broad brush that everybody is equally jealous and, oh my God, everyone's an a-hole on the platform. No, I mean, there are some really good people. There are good experiences I've had. I'm talking more of like the external facing, the extroverts, when it comes to jealousy. Because I feel like everybody has it. Some people just show it way more than others. My recent success on the channel has brought on a lot of criticism, a lot of people hating on me, a lot of people going out of their way trying to tear me down, to make me feel like I'm a bad person, or someone who is just talking about drama to get attention and views, and they don't deserve it because all they do is talk drama. First off, why is drama a bad thing? Like, honest question. I've had some really good discussions with people about this, and I know PK versus the Universe and I have talked in depth about this and agree the drama isn't necessarily a bad thing. It has a negative connotation because it's how it's been presented and portrayed, especially on social media. But in itself, on its own, drama is just a thing. It's a situation, a circumstance, something that people are interested in. Why is that bad? Like, legitimately, why is that bad? And all too often, I've noticed a lot of these larger channels, when they see a small channel rising up and being successful, they instantly jump to that as the defense. Can't we just get back to talking about games? Can't we focus on a better community? Can't we just stop with the drama? Why? Why is that a bad thing? Like, okay, if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But the fact that people are externally saying, like, using the words, can we just talk about games? Why does the community have to be like this? Why is he always drama, X, Y, and Z? Which, by the way, I do take exception with. I'm not always drama. Sometimes I cover topics that might be dramatic. But I can't help how that comes across to the end viewer. Only you can receive it the way that you want to hear it. I'm not trying to take the blame off myself. I mean, obviously, I've covered drama too on purpose because it's entertaining to me. I'll be real with you guys. But saying that, oh, don't give him attention because he's talking about drama is pure jealousy. That's all it is. It's somebody looking at what they have and then seeing somewhere else that someone else is doing something that is garnering far more attention, and they're saying, hey, guys, don't look over there. Come back and look over at what I got. I'm talking about games. I'm positive. I focus on the good things in this community. Why are you going to bring yourself down watching someone else that just deals with drama all day? That's straight up jealousy. That's all it is. You can try to dissect it and slice it a different way, but it's it's going to come out jealousy just cut a different way every single time. YouTube has thousands and thousands of YouTube gaming content creators in every different facet of it. Like, every topic you could imagine is covered in great detail on YouTube. At this point, the market is mature. At this point, people have their success, their stakes are firmly in the ground, and they know what they're doing on a daily basis. When they see a new guy coming in that challenges the norm, that challenges what they've worked so hard on to be successful with, they get a little bit scared. Because maybe what the community wants to watch doesn't necessarily line up currently with what they're doing. And when this is your main source of income, that's a pretty scary thought. Just think of, now I'm not naming any names in this video because there's so many hundreds of YouTube channels in this specific area alone. But if you're, for example, a Nintendo Switch channel, and that's all you cover, and you're reaping the benefits and rewards from it, day in and day out, you're just getting all the attention, all the views, the hundreds of thousands of views all the time, making a pretty good paycheck at the end of the month, and then the PlayStation 5 and Xbox drop, and the consumer interest shifts. Are you truly a Nintendo Switch channel? Or are you going to conveniently switch what you cover because it's what the audience wants? Now, that is to be determined. I'm not trying to put words in people's mouths and put ideas in people's heads on what actually is happening. But my point is, I can guarantee you that a lot of these channels are going to switch on a dime the second they find out that there's a more popular console to be covered out there because they want the attention. Oh, I'll blame it on saying that they love that console too. Okay, perhaps. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But even if that's being the case, why is it okay for you to switch what you want to do, but then when another YouTuber does it and finds success there, it's drama, it's not okay, it's bringing the community down? Again, nobody's forcing you to watch it. But I'd like to think I'm being real with people, just speaking my mind. Sometimes I will be covering video games. Once channels stop copyright striking me and causing a lot of drama personally on me, I'd love to get back to talking about some video games. But let's be real too, this is kind of a dead time of year for video games. January, February, March time is always historically the slowest time of year in the game industry. So, yeah, it's okay to talk about other things when there's nothing else to talk about, to fill the time to entertain people with what you want to talk about. And, maybe move a conversation forward that has been idle for a very long time, that is important to discuss, but has been sidelined because people have been talking about video games for so long they haven't seen what actually might be important to them. Just an idea. Again, not forcing you to watch it. When you click through to any videos, that is up to you. But don't let influencers influence your line of thought. Think for yourself. Be your own person. And most of all, don't be an asshole to anybody, especially if they send you after a channel. Think to yourself, if there's a creator that's sending me after another channel, why would they be doing that? And why do I blindly follow them and agree with their sentiment? That's the bad kind of drama. That's something that the platform could do without. I'd like to think I try my best to keep it on the up and up. Whether that always happens or not, I can't promise, but I try my best. I make mistakes. I'm definitely not perfect, but I try to admit when I make the mistakes and move forward from it. And my openness and honest approach to all of this has kind of opened my eyes to the people that don't do that and exposed them for who they really are. And ultimately, it just comes down to being an extremely spiteful and jealous human being that's scared of change, that's scared of losing what they have, that's afraid that they'll actually have to start working hard for what they already have right now in the future. Anyways, those are my thoughts on jealousy on the YouTube platform in general. And it's a hell of a topic to try to cover. And again, I'm not immune from it. I get jealous just like anybody else. But I'm trying proactively to work on that. And I'd like to think, as a community, we could all do a little bit better. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, you stay smashing.